Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB Performance. Today's topic is Golden State Warriors guard and splash bro Klay Thompson, who experienced quote-unquote left hamstring tightness after landing awkwardly during the fourth quarter of the Warriors' eventual 109-104 win over the Toronto Raptors in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. After the game, we heard from multiple reports that Klay was confident he would play in Game 3. However, I don't expect him to say or believe anything less because he's an ultimate competitor with a track record of playing through injury. Look no further than last year's NBA Finals, where he suffered a low-grade high ankle sprain in Game 1, an injury that can keep players out for up to 4 weeks, and he didn't even miss a game. With a grade 1 hamstring injury, like Klay very likely has, the average return to sport for athletes is roughly 2 weeks. Obviously, the Warriors don't have that kind of time, so it's going to be all hands on deck for the medical staff to get him ready as quickly as possible. They've proven their ability to do just that with DeMarcus Cousins' quad tear, Andre Iguodala's calf strain, which he re-aggravated in the closing moments of Game 1, but didn't miss a beat in Game 2, and Klay's aforementioned high ankle sprain. To that point, Klay did compare his current hamstring issue with the high ankle sprain and deemed it not as serious. Generally, yes, but there's a major difference here. Managing a high ankle sprain is all about keeping it stable, and you can use bracing and taping to help. Whereas with a muscular hamstring injury, there's really no way to limit the amount of stress you're putting through the damaged muscle fibers unless you change the way you're moving. Once that hamstring does tighten up, it's basically impossible to play through, as Klay experienced in Game 2. The reality is Klay's status for Game 3 is going to be fluid and very likely a game-time decision. As much as the Warriors need him, there's a fine line of risk-reward because the hamstrings are constantly stressed during basketball since they're highly involved in so many movements, including running, jumping, landing, hip and knee stability. Accordingly, nearly 30% of players re-strain the hamstring upon returning within the first month, with previous injury being the highest risk factor for future injury and increased fatigue and game intensity also associated with the higher risk for hamstring injury, all of which applies to Klay's situation. This series will be a tightrope of risk-reward for Klay, considering how crucial he is to the Warriors' success on both ends of the floor and how sensitive hamstrings can be. The key question for Game 3 would not only be can he actually move around on the hamstring, but also what are the chances for re-injury? Is it worth sending him out there and potentially re-aggravating the hamstring to the point that he's out for the series? Make no mistake, Klay and the Warriors will be working around the clock to have him ready, and it's something to keep an eye on not only for the next game, but also as the series progresses. That's a wrap for this video. You can always find me on Instagram or Twitter at 3CB Performance. My goal is to provide you with in-depth, thoughtful, and evidence-based information. So like, comment, share, and sub to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate your time. 3CB out.